Hello everyone, if you're watching this back, it is a live stream, so don't forget to click the live chat button and you can see all the chat as it's going on. So I've got another PDF image of It's Beautiful Creatures by, oh gosh, what is it? Mystic Art Mirrors, I believe. So I'm going to do Neo Colour 2 background tonight. Hopefully make a start on something else, but that's what we're going to work on anyway. So yeah, these images are super nice. This is actually the third one I want to say. I think it's the third one that I've done. So I've gone for the unicorn one tonight, purely because I think it'll be easy to go around the edges. So I'm thinking pinks and greens. Hiya Mia, are you okay? It feels like ages since I've done a live stream. It's probably only been a little over a week. How are you and the dogs doing? So I think I'm possibly going to go for a pink background. So let's get some pinks out and let's start swatching them because I can't quite remember. Yeah, as it's been, I've had a busy week to be honest this week. So I've not had time. So I think I've only got 2 true pinks. Yeah, is that classed as a pink? It's a bit of a darker pink. I think that's going to be more on the red side. Yeah, that's too dark. I haven't got all of the Neo Colour 2s, but I've got a good amount. I'm happy with the collection. I don't feel like I need to, you know, order any more. I'm happy with them. Birkin at nothing. Yep, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Right, well I like that pink. I think it is just going to have to be these two, because these are the only two that I've got to choose from. So I'm just going to go with them, I think, for the background. And I'm going to go with green hair. I'm alright, thank you Mia, I'm alright. It was my birthday yesterday, and thank you for the birthday wishes. I was spoilt rotten as per usual. Yeah, we had a nice day. We went out for a meal last night to a steak restaurant, me and my husband and my son. It was really, really nice. I didn't really do much else apart from that. A bit of shopping in the morning. Yeah, it was nice, it was nice. We've done a bit of shopping actually today. We bought a new picture for the front room, which is quite a big picture, one for the back of the dining room, and 2 new lamps. So yeah, the front room's really looking really nice. So I've got my water pens. I don't know which one I'm going to go for. I'm just going to sort of go for a messy look, so I think I'm going to use one of my older ones, because the tips have already started going a little bit. They've started fraying slightly. I've literally got the dog at my feet. I can't move an inch without him. Evie's right at my feet. Yeah, so we'll go for this one. Yeah, so I was meant to be starting streaming in probably about half an hour ago, but my husband was literally drilling holes in the wall, so I don't think you guys would have appreciated that. So yeah, I'm going to start off at the top. I just want this looking really messy, no pattern to it, and we'll see how we go. But yeah, this colouring book is really nice actually. I was umming and ahhing whether I should get the actual colouring book, you know, the physical copy. But to be honest, I didn't want to wait for postage. And buying the PDFs, you can print them out straight away, can't you? On your own paper. And this is quite thick. It's not necessarily card, I would say. I think it's 160 GSM, so it takes water mediums quite well. And I didn't know what the colouring book paper would be like. So we'll see. I'm hoping that I'll finish most of the background and get the majority of the hair done. I didn't want to spend hours and hours on live stream tonight with my husband going away. I wanted to spend a bit of time with him and we need to watch I'm a Celeb. It was half price as well for the PDF. I think it worked out at about £16, whereas if I bought the actual book it was something like 24, 25, so a little bit less than half. You sorted now? Okay. Yeah, and obviously if you mess up you can print it out how many times you want. So like I said, I'm trying not to make much of a pattern here. I want it to look quite messy. Hiya Kirsta, have you cleaned up your mess of the blending fluid, the zest it? I know it's really oily, that stuff, really oily. As I said in the message, it's like liquid gold, that stuff. Did you look up for any tutorials on metal colouring? I have no idea when it comes to colouring metal. I probably should be looking at the colouring tutorial book that I've got and teach myself. Yeah, like a white gel pen. Oh, where's the one that I use? There's a couple of different ones that I use, but there's one that I always tend to go back to. It's not in that one. That's the one. And this was only cheap. So it's the Signal Broad Uniball white gel pen. That's what I use for all of my highlights. Like I said, they're really inexpensive then. I think that was something like £1.50 or £2. Right, let's start adding a bit of water to this. Let's see. You can get cheaper branded ones. There's a couple of jelly rolls that I've got, but they're nowhere near as pigmented. But it looks really nice, that picture that you've done. Really nice. That's one that I've just done the background in. I'm not even attempted to do the actual woman and the lizards in it yet. I think what I'll try and do is dampen it and mess it around with my hand. I wanted to try and make it look a bit messy, this one. I'm not usually one for unicorn pictures, but I thought it'd be easier doing the background in this one. We'll see. I see other people doing that and it always looks better. It must be because I'm heavy-handed. Well, that doesn't look too bad, does it? I've saved some of my birthday money as well, hoping that Amazon would have something on that I'd want in the Black Friday deals, but there's been nothing yet. Absolutely nothing. But I think it's on until the 29th, I believe. So I'll just wait and hold out till then. And let's add some more. Yeah, I wanted it to look like it's, you know, all one colour. I didn't want to have it blotchy, so let's see if that works. It seems like it's Looking alright so far. Yes, Daniel? Get away with the bloody screwdriver. It's good you didn't just randomly say that. I've just been saying that you've been putting a picture up. That's why I didn't come on any earlier. And he stood at the side of me with a screwdriver in his hand. Danny, will you go away? Go away.
That's not lagging today, that was instant, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it's because I'm using a different thing.
But it went straight.
Yeah, I know, but last time I had to use YouTube.
Yeah, I won't just say anything to this time.
Yeah, because it's a different thing that I'm using. Want to play football?
Should have done happy.
Sorry?
Should have done it for you. Say well with them.
Call him by his full name. He's annoying me. Daniel. Which is the majority of the time, Kirsta. I've not really had much time, to be honest, this week to sit down and watch any streams myself. I know Kate was streaming on Wednesday, I think. I managed to catch the first 15-20 minutes, I think. I need to get back onto doing proper videos as well, proper longer videos. That was sort of a short one, that yesterday, with it showing you the new paints. I'm really impressed with them as well. They are a little bit more expensive, but if you work them out towards how much the ones from Etsy cost, they're not really that expensive. The ones from Etsy were like £5 each, and it's only a half pan size. So 24 for 50, I don't think is, you know, too bad. I think the contrasting colour to pink is green, I believe. So I think I might do her in green. I am going to use them paints actually for the horn, I think, and possibly the jewellery. Maybe. Have you tried them paints, Mia? I know that they've been around for quite a while now. I've had them in my shopping basket on Amazon though since May, I think. I just kept putting it off and putting it off. And I thought, finally, use my birthday money. Yeah, we need to catch up loads on Corrie as well before Danny goes away on Sunday. And then it doesn't help with I'm a Celeb every single night. There's too much on TV to watch. Oh, I've got a bit on the horn there. It's alright. It's okay. Yeah, they're beautiful, Mia. They really are lovely. I do need to practice a little bit more. I finished the picture last night. The night before, because I knew that I was getting them paints, I prepped the picture. I used black acrylic as the background. I don't know if you'd want to see it, knowing that I'd be using the quite bright colours for the wings, and it's turned out quite nice. But I think I just need to practice with the texture of them because they're a bit, you know, different. They are lovely though. And the actual packaging, I literally got them at the side of me. I won't take them out of this packaging. I mean, they'll always be kept in here. A beautiful pink. It's like a peachy pink, but the actual palette itself is like a pastel pink. It's beautiful. They've definitely aimed it towards women, I think, with it being the pink colour. I know you're both aware that I don't really like Joanna Basford's boots, but she completed a world record. It wasn't yesterday or the day before for the largest inky drawing, I think it was. Yeah, what day was I? Friday. Yeah, I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday she did it. I think 12 hours of non-stop colouring. I don't know if any of you had seen it. She's posted a couple of things on Instagram and Facebook. That's what I might do. I might put a bit of that glitter over the top of this, but we'll see. We shall see. I'm a bit nervous at the moment as well about adding videos to YouTube with everything that's going on. With the, is it for children, is it not for children? It's a bit of a grey area, isn't it? Because technically it does look like it's for children because you're colouring. But it's not with the things that you're talking about. It's, you know, it's meant to be for adults. So I'm a bit nervous about adding any more videos at the moment. I'm gonna have to switch that round. Silly iPad. Right, YouTube. Nose down. None of my comments were coming up then, so I'm just gonna have to quickly catch them up. Mrs. Rogers, yeah, I saw Colouring at V, she did a video on them watercolours and they do look beautiful. Yeah, well, to be honest, like I said, I'm a bit nervous about adding any sort of videos at the moment, anything. That's why I've been a bit nervous about coming doing live streams. Yep, the rules are really vague. A lot of channels are closed, and it doesn't really seem fair, you know. I can't properly explain, Kirsty, what's really gone on. But YouTube's changing the rules. Basically, you have to put on your videos to say whether your video is for children, like aimed for children, or is it not. But if you say that it is for children, then no one can comment on your videos. I'm pretty sure you can't do live streams. So all these bigger channels that actually get paid, you know, like real money, they're gonna lose that. But then if I put it's not made for kids and somebody from whoever it is, I can't remember the name. What was the name, Dana? The FSC. If somebody from the FSC, let's say for instance, clicks on this video now and I've put that it's not appropriate for kids and they disagree with me, they could fine you, what was it, 60,000 or 40? 42,000 per video. That's why I think people are just, you know, really nervous because we don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, that's one of the other reasons as well that I've not been doing much. That's right. I think it's lagging tonight terribly. Is it lagging for you guys? Dana, you might have to switch that off. It's not online. Well, you might have to go and tell Lewis then. Cause let me just start. Let me darken that bit. It's completely froze. My chat's working, but the image, so I don't know what I'm. You're gonna have to turn it off. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna try and catch up on chat. The image that I'm seeing is just completely froze. Yeah, Mrs. Roger has explained it a hell of a lot better than I could. It's so vague, all the rules, and you know. the ones that are on Wish that I think that colouring at V's, they look beautiful. They really did. But I didn't want to wait, that's all it was. I just didn't want to wait for the postage. With Amazon being next day, that was probably the only main reason that I've ordered them Paul Rubens.
Turned it off.
It's just... I can't see at the moment what I'm recording, guys, so for if it's going blurry or, you know, I need to focus, just let me know in the chat. The chat's still working fine, but I can't see what you guys can see for some reason. I might try and restart the iPad. That might help. We shall see. Seems very, very laggy. Might be my iPad, I don't know. Right, we're gonna go in and wet this now, actually. Yeah, so it's a bit of a grey area, and I can totally understand why people are closing the channels and obviously not wanting to add any more videos and moving the videos, because that's a lot of money if you get fined that amount. It just doesn't seem fair. Have any of you guys signed the petition? I think it was a man called Jeremy that had started the petition up. I have signed it. If I can find the link, I'll put it in the description. It is really sad, Mia. It's, you know, it's not fair. And I do really feel sorry for the bigger channels, because it's going to affect obviously the art and craft community. It's going to affect gaming communities, you know. I suppose then it's, you know, it's the smaller channels, because if that's what happens in January and it's sort of set in stone, that's what's going to happen, I probably won't do this because I would be too nervous. I'm sure everyone would understand that. Let's dampen this off here. But it's not just like me sitting here like colouring, it is a proper community, isn't it? Like we speak to each other. That's why it isn't fair. Oops, I think I added a bit too much water there. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine now. It is fine. My picture's not. I've added a bit too much water there. I am right in saying that green is a contrasting colour to pink, isn't it? Or is it yellow? I can't remember. Twitch, yeah. A lot of gaming people use Twitch, don't they? I don't fully understand how that works. I mean, surely it can't be too hard. Yeah, there's Twitch. Yeah, you can stream on Twitch. Because I've watched a couple of gaming YouTubers that go on Twitch, and he's on Twitch as well. So that could be an idea, but I don't know. You know, I'd have to look into that a little bit more.
Yeah, a lot of people have used Twitch.
No, it's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's not fair. It's not fair. I mean, we're just doing it, aren't we? Just, you know, for fun and just for speaking to each other. It's a place for you guys to speak to each other, whether I'm, you know, in a conversation, you lot speak to each other. Rob watches Twitch as well. Well, I used to watching gaming people as well. So maybe that's something that I might have to think about. I'll probably have to download all my videos. You now. Have you heard of that? You now. Where have you gone? It's gone out of the room. You now. I've not heard of that. Is that similar to YouTube? I think everybody probably uses this because it's, you know, it's so well known, isn't it? But we'll see anyway. It seems like there's a lot of maybes, could, might. There's not a definite this is going to happen, but you know, we'll see in January. I feel like sort of kicking myself for not starting the channel a bit earlier, because it might have, you know, I've started it off and it might not get anywhere now, because I might have to delete it, which, you know, it's not fair. That look a bit splotchy in places, it does a bit at the top, doesn't it? This paper's not too bad, it's curling, and I added a lot of water actually. Have you heard of Unai?
You who?
Unai, not you who.
Me now.
Have you heard of it? I've not heard of that before.
How is it?
I'm not sure.
It's meant to be.
I don't know, me's not said.
Tell me to say that.
It was linked to Instagram. It must be some sort of streaming thing, very similar.
Like I told you, I guarantee you the way around it and it'll be an absolute storm and take up.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I've just said if it comes out in January, then that's the fact. I'm not carrying on doing it. I'll be too scared.
It won't be though,
But we'll see.
the YouTube won't cease to exist. You won't use it.
I know it is. It's silly. It's silly. I know.
Reason people need YouTube now is to make money. Simple as that. If you can't make money off it, they won't do it. Will they?
Well, I was saying, what about all these companies? You know, like I'm using Neo Colours for instance, and somebody watches this video and go, well, I want Neo Colours or the Paul Rubens or whatever, and the people that are getting sent free supplies and free, you know, whatever, free games, what about them? They're not advertising the products. So a lot of companies are going to lose a lot of money, so it's not just to do with YouTube, it's a whole, you know, thing in itself. Hi Cheryl, we're talking about everything that's going on with YouTube at the minute, with all these changes. You can stream on Instagram. Oh, I didn't know that. That might be something that I can do. Well, there's a couple of options, isn't there? You know, YouTube's not the end of the world by the sounds of it. You can stream on Instagram as well.
My words, remember I said this storm in a teacup.
Did everybody hear that? The YouTube crisis, yeah. 2019 YouTube crisis. Yeah, we've just been talking about Twitch. I was just saying, if all these reels come into, you know, it happens, there's no way that I will be carrying on. I'd be a nervous wreck every single day waiting for a fine. I'd be terrified. So I can totally understand why people are stopping doing videos, but it's such a shame. I've said in previous videos that I haven't got much of a social life, as you call. I don't go out like much apart from me and my husband. So, you know, I think of everyone that I speak to on here as friends. So it would be really frustrating and upsetting if that was to just go away like that. Thank you.
Would that be an expensive light in the corner?
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, so we got them pictures and we got a new floor lamp as well, so that's behind me. And if I was still colouring at the dining table, I would have got away without having a light on. It's that bright. Yeah, it would have been alright. Yeah. I still need to find a chair with wheels on though. A desk chair. They look quite nice, them colours, don't they? I agree with you. I know I will be. Definitely. But now that I know that there's, you know, there's other options out there, I don't feel too bad about it. Danny said that, get a gaming chair, but it'd be too big. You've seen the size of my front room, Kirsta. with the where I've got the desk.
Front room, not front room anymore.
Well,
We don't have a front room in our house anymore, do
and
we?
can you hear him?
We have a Debbie room.
It's not a Debbie.
And the bit that everybody else is loading after Debbie's
It's
room.
because I've got the desk in here now, and I've got the bookshelf, and I've got the fish tank. He needs to get a better hobby. That's what it is. I think a computer desk would be too big. It'd take too much room up. I just wanted something just with a bit of back support, and I've wheels on, so I can get from here, the desk, to the bookshelf behind me. Yeah, I think it's more because of the, you know, the bright colours. If I put this as like the thumbnail, the bright colours and the cartoon image, that they're saying that children will be, you know, drawn to this sort of thing. Where I've got a 13-year-old boy, there's no way that he would click on a video with this. I know it's boys, girls and stuff, but he sits there and Lewis watches a lot of gaming videos. That's what makes me think that the gaming community is going to be hit hard by this. Yep, I need a chair with wheels on. I mean, that's probably just being lazy. It's literally 3 or 4 steps at the side of me, but it just makes things easier. But my plan is next week I'm going to stream at least 2 or 3 times with my husband being away. All I've got for company is a 13-year-old that wants to be in his bedroom playing the Xbox, and my daughter will be in bed, so you guys will be my company next week. Let's try and mix that together. Have you all seen the new Colouring Heaven magazine? It comes out on Wednesday, but I've already seen a flip through of it. It's all Alice in Wonderland themed, and I don't know whether to get it or not because all the Jasmine images that are in it, I've got the book. So am I buying it just because everybody else has got it? Or there's a couple of images that I've not got from other artists, so I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure. Yeah, there was a flip through on, oh gosh, what's that group called? Colouring Heaven Friends, or it was something like that anyway, and there was a flip through on there. And there's a lot of Jasmine pages, a lot actually. That's what makes me think, you know, you're just buying it for the sake of it. I don't want any boots in my collection now that I'm not going to use because it's just taking room up. So nearly, I think I've got 3 or 4 books that I have not coloured in, and this being one of them. Let me just get it out. Just right. Yeah, I'll send you the link, Mia, on Instagram. I can't remember the name of it. It's something like Friends of Colouring Heaven or something. But when I finish streaming, I thought this was part of my birthday haul, and I've not coloured in this one yet. The Colourier is Wild too, and they're just so cute. They're so cute. I've done 3 or 4 pictures in the other one already. I love it. The paper is watercolour paper as well, and it's gorgeous. I just love it. It's lovely, Kirsty. I've got that one. Whoops. Everything's getting trapped. I've got that one. That's the first one that I got. Yeah, so I've done 3. Shall I just show you one very quickly? I'm not showing you that one because that's not very good. I'll show you this one. This is a colour along that I did with my friend Emma. I think she's not started a YouTube channel yet. She's wanting to start one, and if she is going to start one, I think it's going to be the Ladybug Lady or something. But I mean, that took me one night to complete that whole image. This is why I love these books. I mean, look at that. How beautiful is that? I think I'm going to be able to, this is going to be the first book that I am going to finish. So I think there's 2 others. So I've got, what's that, 4, and I've got 3. So there's 1 and 2 that I need. Oh, can I get them back in now? Yeah, the paper's brilliant, the spiral bound, they're really, really nice. They are, they're absolutely gorgeous. That's a good amount, Cheryl, that's a really good amount. You know what, I've not actually counted mine. And with me having a couple of PDF boots, I will have to do that, you know. I don't think I've got much more than you. But I think I need to get the other 2, I think. I'm just waiting for Black Friday on Amazon. Nothing's turning up though, nothing that I want anywhere. My birthday money's burning a hole in my pocket. Right, let's start on this side. What do we think for the hair? Is yellow or green? The contrasting colour. I would Google it, but obviously I'm using my phone. I'll have to ask Anna. I didn't even know that was that. All I do with the PDFs, I've got a keep folder in my emails, so I literally just pop them all into there. So I've got a couple of Hannah Lynn's. Oh, this one, the Sakurums, I think that's how you pronounce it. I've got that one as well in there. Let's add a bit of the darker. Yeah, well, the last big sale that they had, I managed to get the full set of the Derwent ink tents for £38. I mean, I practically fell off my seat when I saw them at that price. So I thought that maybe that there'd be some sort of deal like that, and I'm not seeing anything that interests me anywhere. But I think the deals are on until the 29th. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that it's going to be the 29th that they bring out the new, you know, the really good stuff. I think I've missed a little bit there. I'm going to add that now before I forget. Because I was wondering whether to try pastel pencils mainly for backgrounds, but I've got pastel, what they called, I've got them pastels. Are they the same thing, or would the pencils be easier to use? I don't know. That's fine, Kirsta. You go and get some tea and you go and sort Casper out. You think green. I was thinking green as well. He won't let you get any more. Well, to be honest, I said to my husband, I only want books that I'm going to colour in. And I've got most of my collection, I've coloured at least 1 page in them. I don't want them to do, you know, just be sat there. But the day that he tells me that I'm not buying a colouring book or buying whatever will be the day that we've all out. He's got his headphones in again. Even though he's probably not listening to music. Hey, Dana. No, he is. He's not responded. No, he's good, my husband. He's really, really supportive. I mean, he's let me put a art desk in the dining room, which we've got a front room, dining room. It's all connected by Kirsta. So, you know, I think I've got away with a lot at the moment. I've took over our bookshelf completely with all my stuff. I've got a fish tank in the front room, that's mine. He always says to me, well, what's in this house that's actually mine? The couch. I'm only kidding. I do tell him though he needs to take up another hobby. Right, let's do this bit here before I forget. can find it. I don't want to go on the skin. Let's just dab it a little bit. I got my nails done as well. They're not my birthday nails, but I never used to have them this glittery. And I absolutely love them. They're not pink, they're more like a pinky brown beige shade. The light isn't picking up how sparkly they are, but I love them. Love them. It was gel that I went for this time. I never usually go for gel. So it was a nice change. But the woman said, make sure that you got your rubber gloves when you're doing the washing up. They won't last. Thank you, Mia. I love them. Love them. I went for the straight edge instead of the oval this time. Might make it a little bit easier to do things. Just dab that. Yeah, my older videos. Are you talking about the bookshelf? Because that bookshelf now has probably only got, I'm just turning around, it's got 2, 4, 6. It's got 6 actual colouring books on it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 folders full of printed off pages. It's got all my congratulations cards at the top and my Sam Danny bought for me, and then all pan pastels at the bottom, as well as all that the false leather storage that I've got. But most of my boots have actually fitted underneath my desk, which is nice. So it's literally, I can just pop my hand down and they're just there. But you know what that means now? That means I've got all that room on the bookshelf, on the top shelf, for more books. That's the first thing that I thought. I saw all that empty room and I could see all the books that I wanted on there. But yeah, I've been good. Been good, especially with Christmas coming up as well. Got to save the pennies for the kids. Oh, my colouring cart, my rose gold one. It fits perfectly, like literally right here, right at the side of me at the desk. I love it. Love it. So, you know, it doesn't look cluttered, it looks like it's organised. Yeah, you said that you was putting it together. How did you find putting it together and what you put in it? Did you get you had a pink one, didn't you? And you had another colour one. I think I would have been able to actually manage putting it together. It would have took me a little while. I might have struggled a little bit, but I would have managed it eventually. Oh, so you've got the rose gold one the same as me. They're gorgeous, aren't they? And they're begging for the money. I actually had my own mum doesn't come round here too often because she lives a little bit away and she doesn't drive. And she came round the day before my birthday to obviously bring a card and presents. And she came over and looked at the desk, and the first thing she said was, "Where did you get that gold card from?" Hobbycraft mother. I think it was only £25 at the time. Really, really cheap for what it is. Yeah, like the IKEA stuff. Cheryl, well they are acrylic and they are gel on top. But we'll see how long the gel actually lasts, because I usually just have acrylics and then polish on the top, because I get a week down and I take the polish off and then change it myself because I get bored. But there's no way I can take these off now. I wish you could see how sparkly they actually were. And they're quite short for me as well, actually. Cheryl, you've got my maiden name. What's my maiden name? I think I'm gonna add a little bit more of the lighter pink down the bottom. Is it zoomed in enough there for you guys? I've had to add my old mat because I didn't want to destroy my gorgeous new pink one. So I think we're just gonna do all the shopping tonight for me next week with being in the house with the kids on my own. I think we're just gonna go for a walk through the woods tomorrow at some point, weather depending. I want my husband to take me to the fish store, the aquarium. I want some little tiny little baby tetras to add to the tank. I don't think we're doing much then, and then my husband goes at 6 o'clock. You can't hear me. I think it's 6 o'clock on Sunday morning. He goes and he's only back on Friday afternoon. My daughter's never been away from him, so it's going to be interesting this week. I like it as well, but I do the pink one, Mia, is always out. I never pick this one up. I think this one goes a little bit more with the front room. So this is my messy mat now. So if you ever see the messy mat, you know I'm doing watercolours or glitters or acrylics. Yeah. Yeah. It's stupid, I can't wait for all this to be over with, you know. Know where you stand. I think I'm going to add the rest with the light pink. Let's see how that looks. Oh, nearly lost the nail colour then. So I sent Danny off with a shopping list of, if I remember correctly, I want the 150 set of the Prisma colours just as a backup, because they're super duper expensive over here. So these are all, he's picking me up next week, but it's going to be a Christmas present. And then I've asked for some trays for the pan pastels, because they're super duper cheap over there compared to here. What else was there? And then I put a separate list of, if you get this, brilliant, if you don't, you don't. It was the Copic glitter gel pens. I can't remember the proper name of them. Yeah, but I think that was it. I think I would have been cheeky asking for luminance because they're still ridiculously expensive. And what was hope they don't sell the Holbeins in the shop that I'm sending them to. I would love them. I'd love to try them. Have any of you guys tried them? It's the pastel colours that I'm interested in the most, I think. I've heard that they're even softer, like nicer than the Prismas. Right, that's the last bit. So let me just get some water onto that, and then we'll be able to add some colour to the unicorn horn, I think. I didn't know that they weren't allowed to sell them, but I know that they don't sell them in the shop that I'm sending them to. You'd really know for them. They're on my wish list on Amazon, and I think just for the pastel colours, and there isn't that many, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's less than 30 pencils. It's like 44 or 45 £. I don't know if I can justify that. I need to watch some more reviews, to be honest. And is it just being a bit silly? I've got the Prismas, I've got Faber-Castell, the Polychromos. I know, but is it just me being silly because other people have got them? I don't know, but they do look super beautiful. I think Colour with Claire did a comparison of, was it Prismas? I think it was Prismas and the Holbeins with what pastel colours, and they're very similar. They are very similar. God, I couldn't justify that. No way. $600, no way. I know, Mia, I remember you telling me you should message that woman because that deal was too good to be true. You need to message her and see if she still got them. I do remember you telling me. I think I would have been stalking that lady if she offered that. Oh, what alcohol markers did you get? You got the Tombos. See, I'm umming and ahhing whether to try them or not. Again, I'm seeing a lot of people use them. I fell out with my Ohuhu markers now. After most of them have dried up, I've completely fell out with them. But then would I use them enough? I don't really tend to use alcohol markers all that much. I thought I would do. They are expensive, but you love them. See, that's what I mean. I've been umming and ahhing for a little while. See, Mia, you need to go for that good deal. I keep looking on the there's like sites on Facebook, isn't there, for used and loved art supplies, and I keep hoping that one day the Holbeins will pop up, but I know they won't. But you can be positive. Yeah, shipping from Japan, I imagine would be quite expensive. The brush chip and the small chisel tip. Yep, you need to email her again. Have any of you tried the, I think they're called the Real Brush Markers by Arteza? They were on the Amazon deals, and I don't think I've seen much about them. She must have a lot of money if she's got 2 sets. That's all I can say. I was going to possibly do like a birthday haul, but sort of like I've shown that I've got them paints already. I've just shown you guys that I got that one book, and because I've not actually ordered anything else yet, I don't know whether it's, you know, worth it. I don't know. Bought some clothes and bits and bobs. I needed a couple of new jumpers, so I bought a nice blush pink jumper this evening. Right, I think I'm quite happy with that. Just wipe my brush off. And how did you find them, the water pens? I had some very cheap ones a while ago, and I didn't fully understand how to use them. Like, I was brushing with it, and obviously I understand that you're meant to wet them. But every time that I was wetting them, if I remember correctly, you could see the line of me initially putting the colour down. I couldn't figure out how to get rid of that line, so I sort of give up. Right, let me just put my nails away, and we'll get the Paul Rubens out, and we'll do that unicorner. This case is actually the case, oh gosh, what they called? Let me just check, I can't remember. Oh, the Mercor Raffine, they came in this case. So I took all the pencils out, put them in a case separately because I very rarely use them. And they've worked brilliantly for my nails. As long as you don't squeeze it too hard, you know, they've worked brilliantly. Just keep them on my little trolley. Do you think them Tombos might be on the Amazon deals then eventually? If we just hold out a little bit longer, you know, with it being on till the 29th, do you think maybe they'll pop up? Oh gosh, I would have been the same. I would have been exactly the same. Getting them for that cheap, I would have done the same. Right. Yeah, well, I think I'm just gonna hold out. I think I've got about £60 left of my birthday money, so I'm gonna hold out until I see something that I really, really want. To be honest, Mia, because I've not tried any Tombos, I wouldn't mind if they were the new ones or the old ones, because it's all new to me, and you know. Look how pretty. I mean, why have to give you that? Is that to wipe off your brush? Because there's no way that I will ever use that to wipe off my brush. It's too pretty. No, yeah, I think you're right. I think I've got one set. It was a green set that I put on my wish list. I need to put all the rest of them on then, don't I? And then they'll pop up. Yeah, so when I've done the stream, that's what I'll do. So, I think I'm going to go for green for the air, you know. But let's just stick with the unicorn horn. What do we think for the unicorn horn? Should we stick with the pink? Because I absolutely love that one, that's fleur red. That is gorgeous. I've not used that one yet. I think I'm going to use that one. I just don't want it blending too much into the background, but it does seem a lighter shade. So I'm pretty sure it's this one. Let me just check. They pop out really easily. I just struggle reading. Yeah, flash red. So it's this one. So I'm just going to wet it a little bit. I did this yesterday and I've learned that I wet each of them and they dry pretty quickly. And they do need a couple of layers. So we'll just swirl that round. It's tiny writing here, but it's it's like a holographic sticker that they've put on it. So you literally have to be moving it through the light. If the light catches it, you can't read it. It's silly. But apart from that, I love this palette. Nearly there. Which ones were they, Mrs. Rogers? They're my cheap markers that I really love actually. I think they're called La Mouche. And I've even got a small set of Copics and I think I prefer the La Mouche ones. But that's probably because I've not practiced enough with the Copics. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I do think I'm going to go over with one more layer. But how gorgeous. Look. Yeah, I just need to practice with them a little bit more. I think they just make me a bit nervous. I think that's what it is. Anything expensive makes me nervous. So I just need to practice a little bit more. I need to get my cheaper colouring boots out. I literally bought a colouring book as well, just for that reason, the Jade Summers Furry ones, so I could just practice. And I've just not done. I've just not done. I will do that. Right, I think I'm going to have to add just a teeny weeny little bit more water. But I'm so glad I ended up picking these up. I mean, like I said, they've been in my shopping basket since May. I kept putting it off, buying them, thinking, oh, they can't be that good. And then I spent 20 something pound on 4 paints on Etsy. So I think I prefer these. Don't get me wrong, I like to support, you know, what would you call them, an independent seller. But I do really, really like these. Oh, are they the metallic ones or are they the normal watercolour? Because I'd be more interested in the metallic. I'm quite happy with my Winsor & Newton watercolour palette. More than happy actually, I do really like that palette. That made me laugh. Well, that's what I was like before I bought these. So I'll lift it up to the camera in a second. I'm going to go in with the jewellery as well, I think. I'm just going to have to catch YouTube. It is like lagging like crazy. So I need to see what you guys can see, because it's not turning up there, the glitter. Might be able to see it a little bit better like that. There you go. The curvy tackies, they're really nice actually. I've used mine quite a bit. I mean, I prefer these, but I do really like them as well. There is on Etsy, I think there's one set for £220 and there's another set for £350, and that's like every single colour that the lady does. I really don't think I'd get away with that one. What sets have I got? Well, I've not got them to hand, but I've got the gold set, and I've got the set that's got the pink. It's got a pink, a green, and white, a blue. I can't remember the other colour, but yeah, they're very pretty. Yeah, it's so much money though. It's so much money, isn't it? Right, we'll work on these jewels. So what's colour for the jewels? Bronze satin, royal gold. I like that deep interference orange. Yep, I like that one, and we know which one it is straight away. So I'm going to go in with the jewellery on this one. We'll wet in the colour again, just leave it for a second and then give it a good mix. So I'm literally every single night now, before I go to bed, I'm trying to catch any information about all these YouTube rules and changes. So I'm sort of like, January can't go on quick enough, to be honest, because I want to find out what's going on. Yeah, it's a lot of money, Mia, isn't it? Even though they're beautiful, it's a lot of money. I don't show my husband, he'd just laugh at me. Yeah, he'd just laugh at me. To be honest, I don't think I'd ever justify spending that much, unless I was a proper artist, which I'm not, so I won't be. You should do me and do a video on it as well. You know what, I don't think I've seen one video of anybody doing anything like that, because that is really like out there, isn't it? Right, let's see. Oh, that's gorgeous. I think I'll let that water sit for a little bit longer, so it's coming out. Let me zoom you in a tad if I can. Yeah, there we go. Then you can see it's literally, the brush is barely even touching the paper there, and you can see how much pigment is coming out. Has she done one with that full set though? I've not seen that. I know that she's done a few with like the 4 sets and the 6. And Claire, is it Holloway? She did one recently with the gingerbread house with all the Christmassy colours, and they look stunning as well. Exactly. You know, if I'd done this, you know, as a profession, then you could justify it, couldn't you? But not as just like a hobby like us guys do. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love that. Yeah, there's a green, a red, gold. Was there another colour? Can't quite remember. I was watching on and off a live stream that she did that night. But I sort of think, I know it sounds terrible, but if a company can make 50 with this palette and have such beautiful packaging, I don't understand how one can just cost £5. Maybe it is just because they're a small company, they have to sell them for a little bit more. I'm not too sure. I mean, the postage over here is quite cheap, so I don't know what you guys would be like. Oh, you can't beat Uggs though, especially in this weather. Especially in this weather. My first pair of Uggs I had for 3 years. And then the actual bit where your toes are split. I was absolutely mortified. I couldn't even, you know, bring myself to putting them in the bin. They're still in the loft. I've got a new pair since. Yeah, you can't beat Uggs for this weather. I missed a bit there. I think it must be the materials, you know, that they use to make it. I think, is it called mica? Is that how you pronounce it? The pigment that they use. It's something like that, anyway. Oh, I've gone a little bit over there. Let's see if I can move that with my nail. Nope, no chance. I've got like one pair of up boots that I wear probably religiously actually now every day, and I've got a pair of more black fancier ones, but I actually wore them last night, my fancier ones, and as soon as I woke up in the morning I could feel it in my leg because of the arthritis in my left knee. It's like, no, any sort of heel, you're not allowed. So I'm sort of stuck to wearing comfy shoes. I can't remember the last time that I wore a gorgeous pair of high heels. That was probably when I was in my 20s, unfortunately. So yeah, I think I'm going to be done with them for now. So I'm going to put pretty packaging away. I think I might start on the hair. Yeah, we will. It's using soaps? Really? I thought the mica was sparkly. So what is it actually? What is it? Well, we'd be lucky if we get snow here. Sort of pray for it. I love snow, it's so beautiful. But I mean, you know, it's not practical. Especially when you're pushing Isabel around. Her buggy's more like a wheelchair. So it's very, very difficult to push that round. Right, so Prismas or polys? Prismas or polys? Yeah, it's very rare. I can't even remember the last time that we had a white Christmas. It must have been when I was really, really young. I mean, I'm 32 now. I can't even remember the last time. Snap, Mia. Snap. Wind and rain. I'm gonna go for my polish for the hair. With them keeping a tip for a little bit longer, I think that'll be better. Look at the size of my blending pencil. I'm going to use that all to the end. I've already got replacements, but I refuse to not use this one. It's too cute. Right, so I think I'm going to go with green hair. Look at the unicorn horn. See it?
Glittery.
That's them paints from yesterday. My birthday one. Nice, aren't they? And that as well, the jewellery.
Green and yellow hair.
Well, I was trying to think of a contrasting colour. I'll go with pink, and I think it's either green or yellow.
Purple.
No, purple will go with the pink.
Blue. Silver.
Dunno.
Silver.
I don't want silver.
Gold.
I'm going with green.
Goldy green.
Dunno.
Don't think I have one.
Oh, that's a mint green. What? I'm going to go with that mint green. I don't want that green. That's too light. That one for our middle shade. And that one for the dark one. You don't like that, do you?
That.
No, that's blue. Stop messing my pencils up. They're all in order. You see how annoying he is? anybody's wondering, it's the Helix sharpener that I'm using. I'm not going to tell him that. I want the greens. It's because the football team that he supports is blue. So he always says blue to everything. Don't you, Dana?
Oh.
You always pick blue for everything because it's Manchester City. Yeah. Alright, I'll go with the darker one. Different shapes. Do you mean the sharpener? Mrs. Roger, do you mean the sharpener? Or the pencil? See, my paper is curling up a bit. I'll have to probably iron that out, actually. You'd always say pink. You can put it on 5 different settings. I don't want to turn it too much, I'll have shavings everywhere. But I found the #1 setting is quite good with prismas as well as polys, actually. Yeah, that one I can't recommend enough. This was quite cheap actually, it was under £10 and I've used it ever since, every single day. The only thing that I've found is that little hole at the bottom. I don't know why they've done that with the design, but bits of the shaving does actually fall out, but it's only a tiny little bit there. But apart from that, it's been brilliant. Brilliant. No, Mia, I'm going in with green. Going in with green. I can't show you my hair on camera, but it is pink. Hiya, Susan. Are you okay? Nice to have you here again. See, well, I would like the pink ones as well because I would do pink hair. I literally can't show you, but my hair is pink. Believe me. I do need to do it again. It's more of a pastel pink now. Susan, you've missed all the glittery goodness on the horn and the jewellery. I hope that's picking it up. I use my Paul Rubens. That's only the second time that I've used them. I love them. Love them. But I'm going in with a green colour because I was hoping that it would be a contrasting colour. But we'll see. Right, let's go in with the middle shade. This one, it doesn't, Mrs. Rogers, it doesn't eat them up, honestly. As long as you're not turning, you know, the handle too much, you're fine. Just a couple of turns and it'll be sharp. And as you can see, I've not used these ones yet, and they're perfect. Yeah, I've been on how long have we been streaming now, guys? Let me check. I'm on an hour and 14. Time flies. An hour and 14. This is going to be a very bright green, I think. But we'll just go with it. I've started now. I wanted it to be a little bit different, this picture. I did quite a plain one last night. It was literally a black acrylic background and just a few simple colours on the image, so I wanted to go a bit crazy with the colours tonight. I think I've done that. Yeah, you would have seen a picture, wouldn't you, Mia, on Instagram? Yeah, I love my pink hair. I love my pink hair. It's just a little bit hard to maintain sometimes. I don't even think I'm going to need to go in with a blending solution with that. I think we'll be okay. But we'll see. I need to go and get it cut again, actually. I like it to be and easy lengths to look after. God forbid the day when Isabel starts pulling at my hair. It's not happened yet. She's a good girl like that. It's not happened yet. If I keep it shorter, it's probably past shoulder length now actually. I only had it cut into a long bob. Probably about 8 weeks ago, so it's grown pretty quick. It's different, isn't it, Mia? It's different. I've been blonde for years and years and years, so I wanted something different. That doesn't look much of a highlight, that. Let me add a little bit more darker there. That looks a little bit better. And so that meal that we went out for last night was lovely. My son probably ate more than me. He had chicken wings to start. He had a full rack of ribs as a main. And then he had sticky toffee pudding with ice cream for a finish. He's only 13 and he ate it all. I couldn't believe it. He's definitely getting a teenage appetite now. Oh, I was out of frame then. Sorry guys. Yeah, so I'm hoping that you guys will keep me company next week. I'm still a bit scared to do streaming and do videos, I'll be honest. But it's not till January, is it? Just keep telling myself that. It's not till January, you're alright till January. It was, we really enjoyed it. It was a nice restaurant, it was nice to have time away. My mother-in-law came round and I wouldn't say babysit, because she sat downstairs and watched, I think, Strictly Come Dancing while Isabel was in bed. I think she had a whale of a time. I am going to add, actually, where's my blending stuff? There it is. I'm going to try my luminance. I've got one luminance literally just in white. I'm just going to try a little bit of this just to blend it a little bit more. I was hoping to get most of the hair finished, but I'm not sure. I want to spend some time with my husband tonight and tomorrow before he goes away. I'm going to miss him like mad. She's very good, thank you. Hello, thank you for joining. Thank you. How are you? Yeah, Isabel's alright, she's alright. She, the last 2 days my husband's been off nursery, I was thinking of nursery, been off work. So he's come with me to drop Isabel off at nursery. And usually she's really happy in the morning and in the afternoon dropping her because she loves nursery. So he comes with me and he says, bye Isabel. And as soon as he says bye, she screamed the place down, screamed the place down. And I can only guess that it's because Daddy was there and she's going to miss him. But it was super sweet that she does that. But yeah, she's good. She's good. She's a handful, but she's good. She got a new jumper from Tesco earlier on that I bought. It was super cute, a pink one actually. The dogs are fine. You know what? They're both in Evie's bed. Both in Evie's bed. We're all sat on top of Evie, fast asleep. They're fine. They're actually not on my feet for a change. Willow? Willow? Come here. Come here. They're asking about you. Oh, you big fatter. You big fatter. Ain't ya? Do you want to sit there? I think Mummy's doing drawing. Well, colouring. You see? You see? You big softy. You big softy. You just had surgery. What did you have surgery for? I hope you're healing alright. I had surgery quite recently actually, and it's not fun, is it? Right, well, we'll get down. Welcome back, Kirsty. Is he asleep now? And you've got your Slimming World burgers, how are they? I imagine they're quite nice actually. Yeah, surgery's not fun, is it? I hope you've got someone to look after you and to help. We just had spaghetti bolognese, a quick tea tonight because we needed to go out and do the food shopping. So what time are we now? 10 to 10, and I'm already getting hungry. I'll end up having some crackers and cheese while I'm watching I'm a Celeb. Kirsty, you have to come on to my streams next week. I'm gonna be lonely. I've got a 13-year-old teenager to keep me company. So I'm gonna be on here a lot. I need to catch up on David Attenborough as well, so 1 or 2 of the nights I'm going to be watching that. I think I've got 2 or 3 episodes to catch up on actually. I like watching them in complete peace and quiet. Especially before bedtime, I like watching them. I don't know if I'm liking that luminance. I don't know. Reconstruction for... Oh, well, I bet that's painful. I hope they give you plenty of painkillers. And have you got somebody there to help you, to look after you? Good, good. Well, I wish you a speedy recovery. Any sort of surgery, especially something like that, is not fun. I hope you're feeling better really soon. Now she's back with sneezing. Mia, do your chihuahuas do this? Like they breathe in and cough and sneeze at the same time? Oh my god. Gosh. So was it an accident at first? That's why you had to have them, or what was it? Oh, let's carry on. That's scary, that, your 5th one. Oh my god. I was more than used to having 1. I can't imagine what you're feeling like. I'm gonna have to move the paper a little bit here, I think. Oh god. Well, like I said, I really do hope you're a speedy recovery. Yeah, it does. I think it might be a bit too green, this. I know it's green, but it might be a bit too green. But we'll just go with it. We've started now. Oh, that's awful. Awful. I hope this surgery has worked this time and you don't have to have any more. I really do. Do you think I should add any shading to over the top of this paint? Because I feel like that I've added the paint and it's sort of lost some of the details. I don't know. I've got a whole shopping day. I'm going to actually let Isabel have a day off nursery as well, like next week. She was meant to be having an appointment to have a new lycra suit fitted, because that helps. She got a very weak core, that's the reason that she can't sit up. And they've rang up today and they've cancelled the appointment. Unforeseen circumstances apparently. So I've already told nursery that she's going to be off on Wednesday anyway. So I think we're going to have a nice shopping day instead. I might even brave it and go to Manchester on my own with her. But we'll see. We'll see what mood she wakes up in the morning of that morning. Yeah, I'm sick of people ringing me up, cancelling appointments, and I've already arranged everything. It's really annoying actually. Oh, shopping is fun, Mia, but I don't know if shopping with 3-year-old Isabel's going to be any fun. You know, she's a good girl, but the problem is because her buggy wheelchair is so big, a lot of people don't move out the way and they sort of like give you dirty looks. And I'm one of them people that half of the time I won't say anything, and if it really gets on my nerves I will say something. But I feel like I'm in the way then sometimes. I mean, then I'll have to take her on the train and then buses, and I don't know if it's going to be too much hassle. I bet there is better changing places in Manchester. I bet you there is. I mean, we're at the point now where I can just about get away with putting her on the changing table without worrying. In another 6 to 12 months, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Do I have to take a blanket and like a waterproof material out with me to change a bum? I don't know. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether I should brave it. Let's see me out a bit. And go to Manchester on my own with her. Take her for a nice dinner. Mummy daughter day. I'm not sure. Or shall I just take her back to nursery that day? I've not decided yet. Oh, he's having a baby. Lovely. Lovely. I love new babies. You can't beat a newborn baby. The smell of them as well. I know that sounds weird. I love little babies. Love them. I always say to Isabel all the time, why did you have to grow up? Why did you have to grow up? Someone actually brought in practically a newborn baby. You might have seen Kirsta. Tiny little boy. He must have only been a couple of weeks old. Oh, he was gorgeous. I nearly wanted to say to her, can I hold him? And I didn't even know the girl. Snap. Snap. I can't wait to be a grandmother. My daughter's in a wheelchair. Yeah. She's 3 next month, 23rd December, and she's got cerebral palsy. Oh, that's lovely. I'm an auntie. How many times over? 4 times over. It's brilliant when you're an auntie because you can give them back. That's the brilliant part about it. yeah, I love babies. I'd love to have another one, but I don't think it's in the stars for us. I think it's just going to be the family of 4, just us 4. Exactly, you don't have to be the one telling the reels, etc. You can be the fun one. Yeah. No, that's fine. You know, I always get mixed up with spell checker as well. It always pops up on my phone and puts something down that I didn't mean to put. That's lovely. Lovely. And they'll be really close in age then, won't they? You get them matching outfits, how cute's that gonna be? Baby shopping as well is the best for all them tiny little clothes. I spent an absolute fortune on Isabel when she was tiny, and she probably only wore 50% of the outfits, but it was just fun shopping for them teeny weeny little outfits and being excited about the baby coming. Star Wars baby girls. I used to put Isabel in Manchester City baby girls, and that wasn't my choice. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear it. It's tough, isn't it? It is, it's really tough. She's got, I always struggle with the name of it, quad. My husband's here and he'll be like, help me if he bloody takes me on. Take your headphones out. He's waving his hands around. Take your headphones out. What's the name of it? Quadriplegic. You come here and say that. There's no way I can say it. Spastic quadriplegia. Cerebral palsy of all 4 limbs. That's what she's got. Twin boys. She'll be very busy then. Yeah, twins will be hard work. They'll be fun, but they'll be hard work, won't they? I was like that. I think when my first niece was born, I must have only been 12 or 13, and I used to love dressing her up as a little dolly. I mean, I can't do that now. She's taller than me. She's 16. No, she's not. She's 18. She's 18 years old now. There's no way I can get away with that. Right. Let's go in and blend again. That's lovely, Mia. Really close in age then. Yeah, it's difficult, but you've got to sort of just deal with it, haven't you? Because if you don't deal with it, nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody else is going to look after the child for you, so you've just got to deal with it. It's just one of them things. Oh, you'll have to post a picture to Instagram. I'll have a little look. She's a bit of a tomboy. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. We say that to her all the time. She's a bit of a diva. Is it not girls though that are divas? Because I find that Lewis, my oldest, he was quite easy, but it might have been because I was pretty young at the time. Obviously 13 years ago. It might just get a little bit harder as you get older, I'm not sure. But yeah, we would love another one. But Isabel was IVF. Some of you will be aware of that. I don't think I'll be able to put myself and my husband through all that again. And then having Isabel to deal with, we don't know what the future's going to be like for her. I mean, she might be living with us forever. And would it be fair to bring another baby and struggling? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we don't know. Hence me doing colouring. It relaxes me. Let me catch up with all this chat. It's popping up too quick now. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I know, Kirsty, but it's just with the physical part of it, you know, with us not knowing whether she's going to be able to walk or, I mean, I'm struggling now. I am struggling to lift her up in and out of the chair. I'm struggling to put her in and out of bed. And she still likes to be held like a baby and rocked, like nursery rhymes before she goes to sleep. And I'm, you know, my back's starting to feel it now. So then you bring in another baby into it, and it's not even that, it's the cost as well of IVF. And the cost of that could cover the cost of equipment for Isabel. It's not fair, really. It's not fair. But you just got to deal with it, haven't you? It's just one of them things. I don't tend to like talking about it too much because I just get a bit, my debit card goes up. Because I think, oh no, I'm fine. And then you really start thinking about it and you start getting upset. That's why I sit here probably every single night and colour. It's relaxing. Divas are the best though, especially in children. They're so fun. I mean, I know when it's your own child, it's not so funny. It's hard work. But when you can give them back and you're watching from the outside, divas are so funny. Kirsty's youngest daughter is a little bit of a diva, isn't she, Kirsty? And she's quite comical. She's really funny. Remember that day when she saw Isabel? It annoys me more that Isabel started a little bit of talking and she'll call Danny, my husband, she'll call him Daddy, and she'll call him Buddy. Because my husband always says, you're Isabel and you're my buddy and I'm your daddy. So she says, Buddy. But I'm her number one caregiver and she doesn't call me anything. I've even asked the carer at nursery to say, start saying mummy or mum or anything, just start saying, even just Debbie, I'll be happy with that. It is always the way. It is. But she understands who I am. If you say it like, where's mummy, she'll look round for me and smile at me. And she understands what Lewis is, like, where's Lewis, and she'll look at the door. Can you do me a favour and get me cardigan from upstairs? I'm cold. Please. Thank you. Oh, we're getting there with the hair now, aren't we?
No, you should have finished it by now.
Sorry?
Oh, we should have finished it by now.
I should have finished it by now. I'm a quick colourist as well. Well, I think I am anyway. Well, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. She'll just, one of these days. Like I said, I'll even be happy with Debbie. Just call me Debbie. Anything that's easiest. So I'm still stalking Amazon as well for these other Clara Cover books. I can't believe that I didn't even put it in my haul video. I completely forgot. Which one was it? Let me just check. Tenderful Enchantments just turned up on Amazon. I have no idea why. For £21. And then the other ones have completely gone, so I have no idea what's going on there. He's only taking the mick. He knows that I'm pretty quick at these. I mean, I only got this book. What are we now? Friday, Wednesday, and then this is the third or fourth one. He's only taking them. He's doing it because I'm live streaming. That's the only reason. But it's very chilly tonight. I think I've had the radiators on there for 72 hours. I've not turned them off. It's just been so cold. I'll be able to show you. Let me just get that folder and I'll show you them paints. This is the one that I did first. Oh, let me find my clips. Was it that one? Yes, it was that one. So I primed it the night before. You won't be able to properly see because of the plastic, but you can get an idea. But I used them Paul Rubin paints on all of these. Down the side of my bed, folded up. It probably won't pick up the camera, but it's a really nice PDF. This really nice. It's something different. Something different. Alright, let's carry on. Like I said, I'd prime the image with black acrylic paint because I knew I was getting them watercolour paints. Thank you. Because I wanted the wings and whatnot to stand out. Oh, it's bloody freezing. I think I'll have to turn the heating up. I got myself a couple of nice jumpers tonight though actually. Got one this afternoon and then two this evening. So I think I should be alright now for over winter. One was a dead nice pink colour to go with my hair. And then one was a leopard print one. And then the other one was like a spotted black and white one. I think I'll be sorted now for the next couple of months. See, I'm exactly the same how I go about these jewellery. I always tend to go in with gel pens because I'm too scared to colour the metal because I've got a funny feeling that I might mess it up. So I just cheat and use a shiny gel pen. Are you a quick colourist too? See, I don't really see many quick ones because like the end of the month I'll have, let's say, between 10, 12, 13 pictures finished. Then I see other people's videos and they've not got that many. And I'm thinking, am I rushing it? But I don't rush them, but I don't want to spend like 40 minutes on just this area. I want to see progress. I mean, don't get me wrong, the people that can spend that amount of time doing such a small area, the image turns out beautiful in the end. You know, I can't praise them enough, but that's just not my style. Oh, you've got a dress. I'm going to be going with a fully like winter jumper, everything. Yeah, well, send me the link to it. Do you know who was the video by? Got a nice gin and tonic in my very large glass. we was talking about that earlier on. Come January, we're just gonna have to see what these reels are all about, because it's I'm very, very nervous to carry on doing YouTube, if I'm honest. It's nearly all gone, so my husband's gonna have to get me another one. Pink gin and normal tonic. God, you're exactly the same as me, look at this. Right, I wanted this book for the longest time. This was the first Clara Markova book, one tag, right? I've not even finished a bloody page. How terrible is that? How terrible. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like how it's turning out, but I'm too scared to carry on working in this book. I don't want to destroy it. But you're not the only one. I think a lot of us do that, actually. I will get back round to finishing it, but the only reason that I've not done is because I'm really nervous. I was having a nice little colouring chat with Sammy, and she said to me, which is, it's right, at the end of the day, it's paper. That's all it is, it's paper. Don't worry about what you're colouring on it. And she's completely right. But because I think it costs so much, I'm really nervous about colouring in it. Whereas, let's say this, I could print it out if I did it wrong. And I'm hoping that it will turn out alright anyway. But I do understand. Just send me the link then, Kirsty. I will have a look at it. Thank you. Pop it on charge. Or have you got your headphones in? I have to keep my phone fully on charge actually when I'm streaming. I know, well I think that, but that one book cost me about £33. Oh, I can't justify that again. So I am not replacing it. I've still got 2 others that I need to get from her. So I'm sort of like, I need to do it the right way. I will. One morning when the little one's at nursery, I'll have a couple of hours and I'll finish that one. You know what? I'll say it in a video. I promise that it'll be finished by the end of November. It'll be in the November finished pages, definitely. I'll get it done. I'll stop being soft and I'll get it finished. Does anybody know what watercolour or water medium is like in them sort of books? Again, I've been really scared to try them. So there's talks as well about trying Isabel in a walking frame, which is like, I mean, that's probably the best news we've had this year. We tried her in a walking frame at the Kids Up North event, and she took 2 steps, which I know that doesn't sound like a lot to you guys, but to me and my husband it's a marathon for her. So we're hopefully going to sort out a walking frame. So God help the 2 dogs in the house, that's all I can say, if she figures out how to use it. I know, I'm just scared because of how much they cost, Susan. But I'm being silly. At the end of the day, I bought them to colour in, and Sammy was right. You know, it's just paper, it's fine. I will. But yeah, God help Evie and Rolo if Isabel works out how to use a walking frame. I think that would probably be the highlight of my life. Her running around in that walking frame, chasing after the chihuahuas. How funny would that be? It would be a real you've been framed moment, I think. It would be so funny. What boots is that? Is it Michaela? What boots are you worried about? Are they the Carla Markova, or is it something else? Don't soak it too much, to just use a very little amount. Cheryl, I haven't even finished one yet, but you know what? I think I'm going to end up finishing the Colour Your Hair's Wild ones. I really do. I really think with how quick that I can get one of them pictures finished, I think I'm going to be able to manage to finish one of them boots. Although, I'm probably a quarter of the way through these Soulmates by Hannah Kauser. Give or take. Yeah, Mia, I think it would be super cute, that one. I mean, my dogs are quick enough to move out the way. You know what chihuahuas are like, they're rapid, aren't they? They sort of, they anticipate when something's going to happen, they move out the way. They have to with how small they are. But yeah, that would be funny. My husband was hanging that pretty big picture actually up over the couch earlier on, and the dogs wouldn't bloody move out of the way. Don't worry, I'm not talking to you, I'm looking at the picture.
Why?
Because I was talking about the picture, about you putting it up on dogs. He sat like in the front room, I'm at dining room, it's a front room dining room. And he sat there with his headphones in playing FIFA. So if you hear me talking to somebody, it's not myself, it is my husband, he is here. Or it's the dogs, one of the two. Evie's faster than Rolo. I think Rolo's put a bit of weight on. She's not fat, but I think it's because she's fluffy. She's really, really fluffy. Because when we had her shaved over the summer, she looked smaller than Evie. She's just really got long legs. She's like a deer. She's like a deer. But Evie's got the head of a deer. It's weird, they're like a hybrid. They're cute though, aren't they? They're annoying, but they're cute. I mean, mine have been good tonight. They've just both been in Evie's bed. Being quiet. You know what it probably is? I've got the radiators on a little bit higher now. It's probably knocked them out, the heat. Probably made them tired. And when I first got Rolo and she started, you know the puppy ugly stage? Like they go from being a puppy to an adult. It's like the middle stage, isn't it? Where they start losing the baby hair and they look a bit bald. And they get before they get the adult coating, I was worried thinking, oh my gosh, have I got a mixed breed dog here? Because I paid for Rolo to be a full pedigree dog. I got the papers and everything. Then I was worried that the papers were forged. Anyway, it was just the puppy, I think they call it the puppy ugly stage. And then once she's grown into an adult, she's grown into her legs. The body caught up and the head caught up eventually. She failed the puppy class. Why was she naughty? I don't take mine to anything like that. They would be naughty. They listen to me and they listen to my husband, but they don't listen to my son. As soon as he gets home from school, they're barking and barking and barking, wanting his attention. And they'll say, no, Rolo, no, Evie. And they just carry on, they just ignore him. I don't know whether it's because he's a kid, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's they do that over here with the spray up the nose. When my two went into the kennels, when we went to Mexico, it was like a spray up the nose that they had to have. Because I was worried because Evie was too small at the time, that it was an injection. But no, it was just like a nasal spray. They do that with children now for the flu. Nice to have had that for a little while because we've not been on holiday, we've not needed to. I mean, they're being really, really quiet tonight. They're fast asleep. Fast asleep. If I lean back, they're in crates, so I've got 2 crates behind me. Then I put like a grey blanket over the top, so I can't actually see them unless I lean back. I can see Evie's head. Well, I call her Noodle. I don't know why. Ever since she was a baby, I call her Noodle, didn't I?
I started calling it Noodle and you copied.
Yeah, and it was my dog as well. Rolo, and you called her Rolo. And then Evie as well.
Did you want to call something stupid like fudge that made no sense?
She does it like a fudge colour.
But it's just like Rolo.
Rollo's a boy name though, really.
Why is it? You come across many boys in your day like called Rollo?
Actually, colouring chat with Sammy was on last week, and her mum's on Nige. Her little chihuahua is a brown one, and he's called Chip Nige, and he was a Chip. Was called Bambi, and I said that when we got Rollo, she was on the pedigree papers. She was called Bambi because of the like. I know I said that the pedigree.
That's I love pedigrees. I am fucking sound right.
Yeah, she was called Bambi. That probably would have suited her with the long lines. Actually, that would have suited her more. Hi Kayla, lovely to see you. I only ever chat, probably, like, literally on comments on videos, don't we? We don't usually manage to catch each other. I'm glad you recognise the art. We was literally talking about grandchildren not long ago. And how fun it would be to be a grandparent because you can give them back. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to them days. Having the little babies around, and then when they start screaming I can pass them back. You can be the fun parent then, can't you? Oh, don't worry about it. Obviously life, life comes first. You've got the little one there. This is the first book I've actually got of hers. I was umming and ahhing about the mermaids one, because I have got a lot of mermaids colouring books. I wasn't 100% on I think it's the fairy tale princess ones, but the only reason is that because I've got a lot of Hannah Lenny. They just remind me a little bit. I know it's not the same, but sort of. What's you finished, Cheryl? Honestly, it was only a couple of minutes ago we was talking about babies. I love babies. Baby smell. Baby smell you can't beat. I miss the baby smell. It's been 3 years. My little girl's 3 now, almost 3. She's 3 next month. But yeah, I'm looking forward to being a nanny. I'd rather be called, I think I'm going to be called Nanny actually. Nanny Debbie. I keep saying to my son actually, I hope you're going to have bloody kids. You best have bloody kids, because I want grandkids. Is that too much pressure? Exactly. Giving them back, yeah. Lovely. Yeah, like I said, I can't wait for that time. My son's only 13 now, so if he comes to me in the next 6 to 7 years saying that he's got somebody pregnant, then I won't be happy. If it's any time after that, then I will be. Like I said, my daughter's almost 3. I was trying to go with a bit of a contrasting colour. I don't know whether it's worked out. It might have been a bit too green. But we'll see, it might work out at the end. As you guys can see, I am not super careful where I'm putting colours. I just want to put the colour down. I'm not really worried too much. Oh, that's lovely. My mum does that with my daughter. She FaceTimes her nearly every single day. To be honest, she sees more of her on FaceTime. She was round, it was my birthday yesterday, so she came round the day before, my mum, to see me. And my daughter Isabel, for nearly the whole of the time my mum was there, was staring at my mum. And we couldn't work out what it was. And I think it was because she sees my mum only ever on the phone, really. And I think she was a bit confused, as if it's why are you on the phone and why are you here? She was really confused. But yeah, that's one way to stay in contact. We do the exact same. I'm actually glad that you've come on, Kayla. What do you think about all these changes to YouTube? What's going to happen? Because I was saying, come January, if all these reels are going to come in, I probably won't carry on with my channel. I'm going to probably have to find another way, you know, to do streams or do videos or whatever. What do you think about it? I know that you've got more subscribers than me, so have you been doing it for longer? What do you think? It's a bit silly, the whole thing, isn't it? I'm really worried about it. I don't want that stupid fan knocking at my door. You're doing well though. I enjoy your videos. I really enjoy your videos actually. You've got a lot of colouring books. I've watched every single video that you've done of all your colouring books and your finished pages. You've got a lot of books. I'm hoping so. Yeah, I'm hoping so. Like I said, I've put all my videos to not appropriate for children. Maybe I'll have to change the thumbnail of them, maybe. I don't know. Sherry, your little one's 6 years old. They're fun at that age, aren't they? They're like a sponge taking everything in. Oh, that's a good idea. Do you think I should do that then? Do you think I should put in every single description like it's made for adults and not children, maybe? Honestly, I'm really worried about it.
I said that to you.
Did you?
That just so happened to be completely random that I was changing the thing on there, but I said exactly that to you.
I thought you had your headphones in.
I've got my headphones in, what did you say? I'm changing what I'm doing.
No, but I wanted to speak to somebody else that's got a channel and see, you don't know it all. Don't give me them eyes, Dana.
What did I say about the Game of Thrones things before?
Yeah, I know about the Game of Thrones, but that is right. You tell everyone what you said to me before, because I won't remember word by word.
Just put XXX colouring.
No, we was in the car before and we was talking about this. We was talking about the whole, what's going on with YouTube. And my husband said about, go on, you can say it a lot better than me. Like if I was sat here colouring the Game of Thrones picture, and if I started talking, right, they can hear you, so it's either you or me.
You can talk about Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Yeah.
People are killing each other.
Yeah.
Having sex.
Yeah.
People are naked. Women are naked.
Yeah.
Not for a child, is it?
It's not for a child, no. But if that initial image is a colouring book.
Exactly. But then if the FSC go, that's a child's video, and you go, hang on a minute, have you watched it? On I'm talking about sex, I'm talking about Game of Thrones, which is an 18-year-old adult
Alright, well
showing it.
that's fine for Game of Thrones, but what about this now?
Well, but that's just highlighting the massive grey area that it's going to create. That's all I'm saying.
I know, I understand what you're saying, I agree with what you're saying, but it's just annoying.
That's the example of them not being able to argue their point against you. When
I hope you guys can hear him.
I'm smarter than I see.
You're not smarter than I hope you heard all that.
You know what? They'll agree with me.
Well, I don't know if they've heard it yet. But I will have to put that in. I'll have to do it tomorrow. Put in every single description, not made for kids or just made for adults or something like that.
XXX adults colouring show.
Shut up! You idiot.
Just start colouring pictures of naked people and kids can't watch that thing, can they?
The way that I figured that out, it was, oh god, what did I use? I had to log in to YouTube through a laptop. That's the way that I figured out how to change. You can change the thumbnail on your phone, but to change the actual the border picture, I had to use the laptop. I'm not sure why. But I think I should be alright with mine because it's literally a picture of me, so it should be alright. Oh, well, you should be alright then. Between 30 and 70. It should be fine. Bye, Susan. Thank you very much for joining. Send Sammy my love as well. Yeah, I'll sort that out tomorrow. I'll make that one of my jobs to go through each video and put not for children or only for adults, you know, something along the lines of that. Because at the end of the day as well, we're talking about adult things as well, you know, like adult day-to-day life. So why would a child want to watch that? You know, the parents should be keeping... There is a YouTube child out. If Isabel was wanting to use the iPad or could use the iPad and she was on YouTube, there was no way that I'd let her use normal YouTube anywhere. It would only be the kids one. Thank you, Susan. I was a bit worried about how it was going to turn out, so hopefully it'll be okay. You know what? The PDF ones is the one that I'm most interested in because I'm really curious about what people buy for the PDFs. Because at first, when I first started colouring, I couldn't understand why people would buy PDFs. But now that obviously I'm colouring now, that I think it is better in some aspects having it as a PDF. But you've got to work out the cost of the PDF and then the paper and then the ink, you know. You've just got to work it out like that, haven't you? Swearing gets through on kids' YouTube. So even if I put the YouTube Kids app, the swearing would come through on as well. I mean, she doesn't use that. She doesn't use that. She's not bothered about that. But that's ridiculous if it does. Oh, that's brilliant, Cheryl, the dance competitions. You should be very proud. I bet you are. I will be. My son's just started drama actually, so I'm hoping that he's going to enjoy that. Yeah, well, I will be really interested to see that video. I do enjoy watching the PDFs. There's not a lot of just PDF colouring boots videos out there, is there? The Hannah Calzon, I've got her on Etsy and I'm always watching to what she's adding. I'm always, it's probably borderline stalking Hannah Calzon on Etsy and Instagram. Sort of checking daily what she's adding. But she's working on a new book at the minute, isn't she? Don't get me wrong, I do love PDFs. But I love the feel of a physical copy in my book, in my hands. Kayla, are you on Instagram? If you are, find me on Instagram, it's the same name. Because for some reason, sometimes YouTube doesn't pop up with new videos. So please, link me that video when you've done it. Because I'll really look forward to watching that actually. I don't think my husband could have the music on any louder. Kelly, you type really quick. How did you do that? Yeah, I'd rather boots, don't get me wrong. But I do love my PDFs. But I've bought separate folders for each of them. I like them in their own nice little folder. I've actually took all the Hannah Lynn's out of the paper. I've got them as physical books and then I literally destroyed the books and took them out page by page and put them in little folders because I had some as PDFs and some as proper books and I was getting a bit annoyed because it weren't matching. So yeah, I put them all in files. But I think if there's a picture that I really wanted to do of Hannah Lynn's and I've not got as a PDF, I'll just scan them, print them on better paper, I think. I need to start a Christmas one. Actually, a lady from Debbie Loves the Colour, she's asked me to do a colour along. So I need to pick a picture out of that. And I need to finish. Isabel's got 9 pictures up on a wall of Hannah Lynn and it looks so stupid because there's one missing on the end. So I need to pick one special one out. I've already done the wheelchair one, that was like the really special one. I need to pick out another really special one just for her room. Because she's still, to this day, take her out of bed, lift her up, and she loves to sit on a little dressing table and look at the pictures that I've coloured. It's really sweet, and then I'll go along and say, this is a fairy, this is a princess, this is such and such. It's dead sweet actually. Well, if you're going to change it, you find me and it'll pop up on my notifications and I'll follow you back. That's probably the best way to do it. You like PDFs better, Mia? You can pick your own paper though, can't you? Yeah, well I'm terrible for printing. If I buy a book, I have to print out the whole book, which I know it's ridiculous, it's stupid because you're wasting all that ink. But it's just like, it's like a compulsion. I have to have the whole book in front of me, it's stupid. Yeah, I've looked at the spiral bound ones from Hannah Lynn and I think it would cost too much plus the shipping for me to get it, but I completely agree. I wish more of them would do the artist edition. I was working on the Hannah Calzon, the artist edition, the portraits one last night, and oh my god, the paper in that is unbelievable. If they all came out with artists, I'd just buy them. I'm trying to answer as I go along. I'm trying to catch up with chat. It seems to be lagging a little bit, to be honest. Yeah, if you change it to the same name here, it'll be a little bit easier for people to find you, won't it? You know what? I take the mick out of Lewis saying, oh, he talks with his hands all the time, and I'm doing the same thing. Oh God, it's not me then, Mia. I'm terrible. honestly, I'm terrible because some of the pages I think I'm never gonna colour that. I'm never gonna colour that, but I have to have the whole boot printed out. It's weird. Cheryl, I'm not surprised you started crying. If my daughter had done that, I would be. I think crying would be an understatement. You should be very proud, and I bet you are. It's coming out at the end. It's working women or something, isn't it? I've seen a couple of glimpses on Facebook. The one particular I like the working mums, where she's got like the baby in her arms and stuff. I think you got a freebie, but I didn't print that out. What other picture have you finished, Cheryl? Yeah, I didn't print that other picture out. I'm gonna wait till the actual boot comes out as PDF. I think I'm gonna buy it on Etsy because you know what I'm like. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait for delivery. So I'll have to buy some ink that day because I think I've nearly ran out. Oh, don't, I'm jealous. I was umming and ahhing about the Galaxy one because that one looks really cute as well. You should do a flip through of that. There's not many of that one, the Galaxy one. There's not many of this actually. And I'm not sure why. Look a bit behind the earring. A little bit here. I desperately want to get this hair finished before I finish the stream. What time are we on now? See, it's 11:15 now. Ooh, I'm going to be up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. I need to watch I'm a Celeb as well. See, that's where we get stung sort of with the UK, the postage. I understand why, you know, it's a long way to send something, isn't it? But I would love an artist edition of hers, I really would. She's one of my favourite artists, her and Hannah Carlson. Mariola Budek is very, very close as well. I really like her work. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Trying to twist the pencil as I go so it stays sharp. This is what I mean, like, sometimes you guys are even talking to each other and I don't even know what you're talking about because I have to try and catch up with chat. But this is what I'm talking about with, there's a community out there and it's so unfair that YouTube's doing this. But it's not necessarily YouTube, is it? I can't, point the finger at them necessarily. Is it so bloody ridiculous? Right, I'm just going to finish this hair off, guys. Honestly, time flies when you're having fun. I didn't realise what time it was. It's my last full day tomorrow with my husband before he goes away on Sunday. So, I don't want to be tired in the morning. I'm hoping that he's going to take me to the fish shop. And for a long walk. I want to go to the woods and take Isabel. I have seen the flip through of the Alice book. I've seen it on Facebook. It was only a very short one. But you haven't even got your Christmas or annual one. I'm gonna have to scroll up. Kirsty, your comment has completely confused me. TMI. I'm trying to scroll through the comments. That's fine. That's fine. You just listen. I'm just gonna quickly get this hair finished off, and I'm gonna call this a stream anyway. I didn't realise it was that late. Right, let's go in with the blender now. The Alice one isn't even in stores yet. Somebody messaged me tonight because I said that was in the supermarket. Said, "Oh, don't forget to pick up the Alice copy. It's not out. It's not out until Wednesday." By the looks of it, a lot of people have got the Alice copy a lot earlier than they should have done. I'm not sure why. So I'm gonna wait until it's in stores. Even though I've already seen the flip through, I'd rather look through it myself to see whether I'm going to actually colour in it or not. I don't think there's any point in, you know, smaller channels doing them sort of flip throughs because you've got the bigger channels. There's probably no point. But we'll see. We will see. I've missed a little bit there. I told you guys, I always end up doing this. Right, I think I'm happy with that hair actually. I think I am. Hello Kimmy. Hope you're okay. Cheryl, that's really nice. That's really nice. Certificates at her age as well. Me, I'm behind on Coronation Street. I'm probably behind about 4 episodes. That's one thing. I need to catch up probably tomorrow. I'm not going to have time tonight now. That's a big picture then, isn't it, Cheryl? I don't have any of the Joanna Basfords now. No, sorry, I tell a lie. I have the Irene and the Inky Butterfly. That's the only boot that I've got of hers now. We are lucky that they do come out in stores, you know, and that we can actually flip through them. Because there's been plenty of copies that, you know, I wouldn't have ordered. So it's a good job that I've managed to flip through them. The More Girl one, that's the one that I was absolutely gutted that I wasn't into colouring at the time. I'm really gutted that I didn't manage to get that one. I need to look on eBay actually, they might still have them on there. But anyway guys, we're coming up to 11 o'clock at night here. I am going to be up at literally 6:30 in the morning and I've got I'm a Celeb to catch up on. I've got this to tidy up. So thank you very much everyone for joining me tonight. And I'm hoping I've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I've got 5 nights next week that I should be free. Take away one because me and Lewis are going to have a David Attenborough night. So 3, maybe 4 nights in a row I should be able to stream. So I hope to see you guys then maybe. I'm hoping. gonna have to call it a night here. Like I said, I've done the whole background. I'm happy with the hair. Yes, Danny, do you want to come and say bye?
I've not finished it.
Because it'll take me too long to do the skin. Skin takes a long time. We'll do that the next time.
Sounds lazy.
It's not lazy, it's 5 to 11.
Looks good.
You're only saying that because you're on screen.
No, it looks good.
The chat's taking ages for it to pop up. I'm trying to like them up to here. And it's taking me that long. Right guys, yep. I'm gonna Mia said bye, Dana. He's gone out of the room. Mia said bye. He's gone out of the room. Right, thank you very much everyone for joining. And hopefully, what day we're now? Friday. I will see you on Monday night. Sunday night is going to be David Attenborough night for me and Lewis. So Monday night I will see you guys. If there's anything else, anything problems, I will post it on Instagram. But fingers crossed, Monday night. Thank you everyone for joining. See you later. Bye.